Hi everyone, myself Gauri Shankar. Today I will explain performance testing life cycle. Okay, this is the name called performance testing life cycle. Another name is PTLC. There are totally 7 stages. First one is the requirement gathering, prepare the test plan, recording the business process or customization script, prepare or execute the scenario, monitoring the server, analyzing the results, identify the bottlenecks. Identify the bottlenecks. This is the total 7 stages for a performance testing lifecycle project. Okay. As for the project point of view, first you need to get the requirement. Okay. The requirement, there is a two types. One is the application, newly developed application. Second one is already live application. Okay. Newly developed application, you need to get the requirement. You need to find out 3 points majorly: most usable transactions, most revenue generated, most critical transactions. That based, you need to get the most important business flows and you need to record the remaining flows, everything. And already is a live application, you need to get the application server logs. Based on that logs, you need to identify which web pages a more number of requests will be received. Means peak hours, the peak hours of higher level users will be hits the specific pages. That is, you need to identify to based on application server logs. Okay, that is the requirement point of view. Prepare the test plan. The test plan, what type of major concept you need to mention the some project details, what is the main objective, what type of test you need to execute it, and what is the way of you need to distribute the load, total how many business flows is there, what is your expected target throughput, what is your expected response time, what is the SLA, and what are the tools and technologies we use for testing and monitoring, and what is the in scope, out scope, entry criteria, exit criteria. This all the details you need to mention. And entire project details: who is the offshore person, on-site person, what are the teams is related, who is the performance architect, who is the client, who is the managers. This all the details will mention to the in test plan. Recording the business process or customization script. Recording the business process means what are the business flows you identified, this that business flows you need to recording. You need to record it's properly recording or not, you need to check the recording point of view. There is, you need to request capture to the any unwanted request, you need to delete that one. Prepare the proper business flow you need to take in. Customize the script means you need to done for correlation, parameterization, page verification you need to done. Okay, that is the customization script. Prepare or execute the scenario. The execute the scenario means what type of test you need to execute, how much of user load, what is the way of users will be distributed. Okay, there is some scripts is a higher number. Example, there are two scripts available. You need to distribute the load. First script 80% of the users, and the remaining script, second script 20% of users. That is the way of user load you need to distribute. Example, you need to run total 10 users. 80% means 8 users, 20% means 2 users you need to distribute. This means that is based on the business flow, how many scripts available and load generators, and test data available, how much duration will running. Normally 1 hour will be executed for the any performance testing. That is the execute the scenario. Monitoring the server means there is a two different ways you need to monitor. One is directly in controller or performance center user you need to monitor. Second one is the any monitoring tools will provided to is already configured to the server. Example, it's a Perpmon or a Sitescope, eHealth or a Systrax, Citrix Director, AWS CloudWatch. There are different monitoring tools, means the Dynatrace, AppDynamics. Okay, what are the tool will provided to the project team? That tool based you need to monitor to the server. In server side, there are majorly will capture for the means every client or performance architect on-site teams will be expected. The server utilizations, first point of server point of view: CPU, memory, network, disk, and latency. These are the metrics will majorly will be captured. And application point of view, that is different, and environment point of view is the different. Okay, that is based on the requirement. Analyzing the results. In analyzing results is the main point. In analyzing results, what is your test name and how much of duration will be executed, total how many users, total how many scripts, what is the way of user load will be distributed, total how many load generators you used, how much duration test will be executed, what is the throughput will be coming, means what is your expected throughput is reached or not, and SLA is reached or not, total how much percentage of your errors will be getting, all transactions is response within the SLA or higher response time will received. Okay, and these are the 90 percentile, 95th percentile, 99 percentile. Yes, these are all the metrics you need to capture. Okay, to analysis point, and the analysis point only you need to find out the most of the issues. Example, there is some big spikes is there, and heap size is highly used, and average response time, that user load graphs you need to merge some graphs, no, user load and throughput graphs, and user load and hit per second, user load and average transfer response time graphs. These are the things you need to merge to the graphs, no? That graphs you need to represent to client. You will easily understand how much of the user load will be executed, what is the throughput will become. Okay, is the cross verification for the in testing point of view, and any issue will become, no? Example, there is a one specific transaction will took a high response time. Okay, that is the one type of bottleneck you need to check, that is manually. There are so many ways you need to checking, application point of view, firewall point of view, the any specific transaction only, any third party, anything applications will be running. There are so many ways you need to check. Okay, that is the you need to debug that one. Otherwise any database queries or web servers, apps or DB servers, the majorly what will happen now, web server only 5% only will be issues will become, it's a some little bit rare case only. Application server total 75% issues will become application point of view, and database server 20 to 30% will become, but most of the time database server only the queries will running some little bit late, and way of responding to the database server, some network issues. There are so many ways based on your experience, your practical knowledge you are able to get. And last one, identify the bottleneck. Okay, once you need to identify the bottlenecks, no? You need to create the Jira tickets, and you need to mention what is the exact issue, and with the proof. With proof is very important in software industry. You need to mention, and what is your recommendation based on your experience. Example, there is a high latency. Okay, how you need to able to solve that one, that network issue, how you need to able to solve. You need to check through internet, means Google you need to check, or Bing you need to check, so many website you need to research that one. You need to find out to solution is a alternative solution or permanent solution. Your experience, you already faced that issue and you have solution. You need to write all the things, and any website links in anything you need to attach that one, and you need to assign to the specific developer, who is the person the responsible that one. You need to assign, and you need to continually follow up that person, the issue solving purpose. Okay, based on the SLA, that is based on the project to point differentiation. There's some projects is very critical, you need to take immediate action. Some projects will take an it's a low priority, na? You will moving forward next, some time will be taken. Okay, this is the guys performance testing life cycle. As for the performance tester will using, this is the process. You have zero experience or 1 year, 2 year, 10 years, 20 years also, the life cycle will be never changed, and the methodologies will be changed. Previously using waterfall, V, spiral, and now is the agile. Now latestly will be using from BPT, business process testing. It's a very fast compared to agile methodologies. Okay, this is the performance testing life cycle. The reason for creating this video, my last video is there is not sound, is there is some problem, that reason I will create it. You like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.